Happy new moon. Today's reading all begins with the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is meaning sluggishness and a really hard time receiving and being received, and just having to really almost like a depression, like huge weight. And I went through something very similar to the energy of this card about a week or so ago, where I had all this heavy energy and I simply could not bring myself to do things I know I needed to do. And this had been like going on for months, even years, like very certain things that I just like could not get through. And then I asked my wife, I said, what's this really about? And she gave me an awareness. I'm like, whoa. So really ask yourself right now, like, what is your awareness around the things that are holding you back the most? Get the sense of that. And now this question, this is what changed for me and created this in my life. What would it take for me to convert this heaviness, convert this high octane Sami, this high octane light that's just really condensed because it's all source, really condensed light, this high octane hucha, like charcoal when you burn it, right? This is fuel to propel you into future possibilities. What could it take to shift it from this sluggishness into propulsion for possibility? But this is the Seven of Wands. This is the high ground. This is you being able to have all the power of the world at your fingertips, and like all the power and the passion of the soul, and you have the high ground. The other aspects of divinity can't bother you as much because you have elevated yourself, because you have rocketed into the next dimension. Now, I did a 6-card spread, so there's more. By going through that process, you're also transforming your thoughts. So you're going from the place where you're head tripping about everything to having more clarity of consciousness and knowing and choice. The Nine of Swords. This is all about you finally being in the space where you can, with your knowing and faith, or benefit of the doubt if you can't have faith quite yet, to take your bow and arrow, to take the seeds that you'd like to sow and actualize, and actually shoot them out into the world, right? And what happens when you do that? King of Wands. The unfiltered, untethered, just the pure will of the soul expressed. So basically this is taking all those pentacles. Ironic that in this Nordic tarot, the runic tarot, there's also fire on this card. Very, very timely that I would use this deck today for this reading. So you burn that hucha, you burn that heaviness, and what comes is the purity of the soul expressed. And what does that bring us to? The one major arcana card that came up in this reading is a star. Your muhukoi, your seed of divine potential expressed into this world. The divinity being manifested into the physical plane. So I leave you with that. I love you all.